Well, hello there, Ingafay here. And today I wanted to talk to you about making a connection with your prospects and your leads. Let's do this, shall we? Hi, my name is Ingafay, and I'm a direct sales diva and a confidence coach that's been building her direct sales business for over 17 years. I've earned 4 diamond rings, 2 free cars, and I am the top 5% of my company. And today I wanted to talk to you about making a connection. So let's talk about making a connection, shall we? Have you had that moment where you've met someone maybe for the first time and you all just instantly connected because you had something in common with that particular person and you felt like you could talk to them for hours? Well, I wanted to use that same concept when it comes to us interacting with potential clients and even power partners when we are building our business. I recently took this LinkedIn training a couple of weeks ago, and that was one of the main things that was centered around making a connection with people based on your commonalities, and how it was recommended that when you network on LinkedIn, you want to change your profile because your profile is almost like your house. I think we've talked about that with Facebook. It's like that with LinkedIn too. And talk about the things that you participate in, the things that you like to do, because that's the first place people are going to see and check you out to see if you are legit, or to see if you are someone that they want to do business with, or if you have anything in common with them that makes you more relatable to them. And it's all about making that connection and building that relatability. So how do you do that? Well, the first things that you want to think about is, what do you have in common with that person? I know for me, I like fitness, and I was an aerobics instructor for 20 plus years. And I started that when I was in grad school and did it up until the time that my son was born. Well, really up until the time I was pregnant with my son. So that's something that has really resonated with me, that I still resonate with, that I'm a fitness enthusiast. That was one of the things that I put on my profile. Another thing is like your background. And when I say background, like, what did you go to school for? If you are doing your direct sales business on a full-time basis, what did you used to do? Were you a teacher? Were you in the educational, higher educational type platform? Like for me, I was an engineer, mechanical engineer. So before, I had taken that off because that was something that I didn't do. But my coach had recommended that I add that back on, because that's going to allow people that are engineers to relate to me. It could be another woman engineer. It could be another guy that was an engineer. And as a result of them seeing that I was an engineer, they know that when we start talking engineering stuff, that I'm going to understand the engineering language. Another thing is your education. Education can be where you went to school for a couple of years, or even where you graduated. But that has some type of relatability when you're able to show where you went to school. I went to Virginia Tech, so people that went to Tech can relate to me because we went to the same school. We may have had a similar experience because we went to the same school. So that makes the education part of our background relatable, because we can talk about when we went to Virginia Tech. Another aspect of relating to your prospect or customer or even power partner would be the location that you live. I currently live in Mobile, Alabama. I've lived in Virginia. I've lived in Tennessee. I've lived in Illinois. These are all places that you have lived that you can, if someone told you they were from Tennessee and they told you exactly where they were from, like if they told me they were from Nashville, I would instantly be able to have a conversation with them to talk about the things that I loved about Nashville, about the things that I did in Nashville, where I lived. It would just be instant conversation because we have a relatable type of quality. Another thing could be your hobbies. What do you do? What do you like to do? And like I had said already, from the fitness point of view, I love fitness. I love to read. Right now, as you know, I have a YouTube channel. So someone that also has a YouTube channel where we could trade tips and tricks that we've done to grow our channels. Someone that may like to speak on the side on a part-time basis then we could also exchange speaking type tips or different summits or different speaking events that we've participated in that makes it more relatable to talk to somebody because, again, they can talk our language. So I'm giving you all of these different ways to find common ground with people so it makes it easier to talk to them just in general, because we all know people do business with people that they know, they like, and they trust. So when you have something in common with someone, they can instantly connect with you and build that trust because of your commonality that you have. And this works for power partners or for prospects. So you may be thinking, a prospect, I think I know what that is. Yeah, prospect is just someone that you could potentially be talking to about your business, your product, or your service that you provide. So that could potentially be a prospect. So those prospects can range from any background, but the ones that you are going to have a bigger connection with, of course, are the ones that are going to have similar commonalities to you because you all can relate to that commonality. So think about that when you are interacting with people on social media. If you're going into groups, potentially, more than likely, you're going into groups that you have a common ground with the people that are in the group. And because of that common ground, then you can create that relatability with them and instantly connect with them, and then find out how you all could support each other and possibly see if you can provide them value with your product or your service. And then the other aspect of the people that you are connecting with on social media outside of the prospect perspective would be the power partner. And the power partner could be your BFF, your best friend. These are people that can potentially refer you to other folks that are in need of your service, your product, or even may want to start a business alongside you. So those people are going to bless you with other people that could potentially do business with you in the future. So you want to make sure that you're making connection with these two types of people, because like I've told you in the past, the buying process is quite different for everyone. You're going to have 1 to 2% of the folks ready to buy from you today. And then you have the other probably about 5 or 6% of people that don't want to buy from you at all. And then you have like a 90+% of people that are not quite ready to buy right now. They want to get to know you a little bit better. And they're just kind of in this not buying type of oasis that when they're ready to buy from you, they're going to come to you directly and they're going to buy big because they know, they like, and they trust you. Or a power partner point of view, they are going to refer you to somebody that's in the ready to buy now type of phase, and you're going to get the sale because they know, they like, and they trust you. So I'm hoping that this was a benefit for you today. By all means, comment below and let me know which of these commonalities are you going to start using to get more referrals and get more prospects for your business. If you want more ways on how to hustle, grow, and excel your direct sales business, by all means, be sure to look at the video description so you can subscribe to my weekly newsletter. In addition to that, be sure to subscribe to the channel because I want to serve you and support your journey as you build your direct sales business.